What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for taking the time out to see what it is that I am talking about. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. So today's video is going to be about vibrational energy, vibrational frequencies. What are vibrations? How do I raise my vibrations? How do you notice somebody with toxic vibration? What is a vibration? How do we vibrate? You know, just pretty much the whole basics on being vibrational beings and the things that we can do to alter and transform our energies into something better and something higher. First, I do want to say, I got this book. It's like a notebook, a journal. I just got it, so that's why it's still empty, but it's going to be pretty filled up pretty soon. It says, kindness changes everything. And, yeah, I got to put my affirmations in here. I write down anything I get in any messages I get from my meditations and goals and things like that. So, yeah, I got this book from a metaphysical tea shop in Smithville called Through the Looking Glass. And if you guys live in the South Jersey area, you know that there is no metaphysical shop. I used to go to one in Hamilton called Urban Legend, but he closed, and I was so sad because that was like the beginning of my journey, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna be here every week, like getting crystals and stuff like that. But yeah, he closed down, and then I found this other place, and I am in love with this place. They have everything. They have crystals, they have incense, they have essential oils, they have dozens of teas that you can try. I think she said they have like 40 blends of different teas. Promise. So yeah, vibrational energies, we'll just get straight into it. Either way, the store is called Through the Looking Glass. They have everything and they're amazing. So a lot of people go around saying, oh, good vibes only, you know, I only share positive vibrations and everything, but they don't really know what that means. And that is why I am here to help you guys get a better understanding of what it means to raise your vibrations and what they are exactly. So everything in the universe has a vibrational frequency. Everything in the world, everything in the universe is made out of matter, and within matter is atoms. Everything comes from atoms. It's the smallest cell, you know, we learn that stuff in science. Filled with atoms, they tend to bind, they tend to vibrate. Atoms are always in constant motion. So we have thousands of millions of whatever atoms in your body, they vibrate. If you have a remote control, it vibrates. A couch, it vibrates. Why? Because it's all matter. Yeah, everything that comes out of thought vibrates. Your thoughts vibrate themselves. Vibrational energy is really just a state of being. When your atoms vibrate at a higher frequency, I don't like bugs. I thought I saw one. Depending on how well you take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, your body will respond in energy because everything goes off of energy. So someone who vibrates off of low energy or has low vibrations will say, not necessarily bad vibrations, just low. There's no such thing as good vibrations and bad vibrations, or at least to me it's not. I don't know, other people may say different, but to me, it's all about your level of vibration, because you can always change it. You can always transform it into something better or something higher. Okay, so you have 7 energy centers in your body, and they all are based off of different needs and ways to survive. And when you work on your energies, because most times when you're living in a 3D dimension world where it's only what you see in the physical, you tend to get blocked in other chakras other energies where you lose track of yourself or you lose track of your openness and bad leads to behaving a certain way. So I really hope this is making sense. If not, put something down, put a question or anything, comment down in the comment section, and I can definitely come back and help you guys with what I am trying to say. The more you raise your vibrations is the same as working those energy centers. So if you're starting out with low vibes and you start to take care of yourself chakra by chakra, because chakras are those energy centers that I was just talking about, the 7 energy centers. There's one at the base of the spine, there's one right below the navel, there's one right here in the middle of your stomach, there's one in your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. And they all are based off of different principles. But once you start to go deeper into your soul searching, and once you start to really work with those energy centers, then you learn all about your chakras, and that's what it's called. With vibrational energy, you're working up, and the more you work up in your chakras, the more liberated you feel, and the more you get to see things in a different dimension, the more you get to see things from a different perspective. So I guess that's the term of being woke, the state of liberation. Because once you work from your root chakra up to your crown chakra, that is a state of liberation. It's the same thing with raising your vibrations. The more you raise, the more enlightened you feel. So getting into things that lower your vibrations, I decided to split this up between your spiritual, emotional, physical, and mental spaces. So things that would lower your spiritual vibes would be like bad self-talk and just negative thoughts, yelling, arguing, holding on to the past. So basically things that you're telling yourself that you can't do. So bad self-talk would be like, oh, I suck at, I don't know, basketball, or oh, I'm never, like, I'm ugly, or, you know, just anything that you feel about yourself that doesn't make you happy. That's negative self-talk. That's bad self-talk. That's negative thoughts. So every time you take a negative thought, and every time you think a negative thought, or anytime you talk bad about yourself, you're immediately lowering your vibrations. So think about it. Just throughout the day, like you wake up, you think like, I really don't want to go to work today. That's lowering your vibrations, because what you could be saying is, oh, I'm so excited for the opportunity to learn something new at work today, or just something, you know, more uplifting. Holding on to the past is a big one, because you never get a chance to change, you never get a chance to transform if you're stuck in your past. So how can you raise your vibrations if, like, you're stagnant? You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to let go. You have to be able to, you know, say to the universe, I release all concerns and worries about this certain situation, and I know that everything is going to turn out for my highest good. So yeah, those things definitely, like bad self-talk, negative thoughts, yelling, arguing, anytime that you're projecting your energy out in a way that doesn't feel good for your soul, it's damaging your vibrations. Long story short. Emotionally, feelings of anger, resentment, guilt, worrying, things like that, that all lowers your vibrations, and you no longer feel enlightened. You feel down, you feel dark, you feel lonely, you feel isolated. So those things aren't really the best for you. As far as your physical goes, alcohol is known to lower your vibrations. You know, I say do what you do as long as it feels good for your soul. As long as it's something that you truly want to do with yourself, then, you know what I'm saying, just make sure you just control, you know. There is a such thing as having too much. So please just be aware of your own limits, and once you feel yourself going over that limit, come back to yourself and say, hey, you know what? I don't really need this right now. It's not the best for me. So yeah, alcohol, do what you do. I don't care. I really don't drink like that. So Like, it is what it is. Processed foods and junk foods. When you, how much? Yeah, processed foods and junk foods, which is something that I am kind of guilty of. I don't eat too much junk per se, but processed I can do a little better with. But those things definitely, you need to eat foods that are alive, that make you feel energized. Like, if processed foods and junk foods, they make you feel lethargic, they make you feel like just blah. Like, and how can you raise your vibration? It's almost common sense. Like, I'm not gonna eat like 2 honey buns and a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and think that I'm about to run around and hit all the I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. like for a fact that that stuff is trash, and you're gonna feel like trash after. So you always want to feel, if you want to rise your vibrations, you always want to feel something, or you always want to fill yourself up with something that also has higher vibrations, that'll open your consciousness and your awareness. Too much meat can not necessarily lower it, but it's not gonna heighten it. There's a lot of benefits to meat, I know that. But at the same time, too much meat can definitely damage your mind, body, and spirit. Toxic cleaning products, that I'm not too sure, like, exactly. Maybe I'll put down a list or something in the description of toxic products, because yeah, I know you're supposed to use things that are natural for you and the environment. So situational struggle. So let's say you just lost a job and you got to pay rent. That struggle can, or the feeling that you are struggling can definitely lower your vibrations, because it'll make you feel blocked. It'll make you feel small. Your vibration is the same as your aura. So, like, you always want your aura to be bright. You always want it to be big. You always want it to be loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never want to be contracted. Contracted is just, you get cramped, and it's just not that good for you. Yeah, you can't control the situations that come your way, but it is 90% of how you respond to it. It's 10% of what happens to you, and 90% of what or how you respond to it. So it's really up to you to look at it from a certain perspective, where you're not getting back into that negative self-thinking and self-talk and things like that. And your mental, toxic relationships, people who make you feel drained after dealing with them for a certain period of time, or just people who you're around and it's just like you just feel off, or they're not making you happy, or they're making you feel less about yourself, or make you feel like you're not worthy or anything like that. Any kind of relationship that takes away from you instead of growing with you, that's lowering your vibes. Think about it. If you're in a group of 5 people and it's always that one person who's just like negative about everything, like they find something negative about every single thing that comes you guys' way, it's just like nobody wants to be around that. And when you are around that, you do in a way become a product of it. You're in the camera way. You're in the camera way. Anything that doesn't feel good for your soul or your mind or your body, anything that feels like it's damaging to you, it is damaging to your vibrations. It's damaging to your frequency. The best thing to do is to find things that you do like to do, find things that you do like to partake in, where you know that they'll make you feel fantastic afterwards. So spiritually, things like meditation are super important. If you just take 10 minutes of the day and just really go inside and really just tap into your subconscious mind and just reaffirm that everything is okay, everything is happening the way it should be, and that you're secure in everything, in all your situations, and you know that abundance and happiness and wealth is coming your way, then that's automatically raising your vibrations, because that's raising your thought process that's raising your perspective of life. And you're learning to accept yourself for the present moment that you're in, whether it's something that you're happy about or not. As long as you accept it and know that it's not a forever thing, then you have no problems, you have no worries. So that cuts out the emotional part that's lowering your vibes, you know what I'm saying? Affirmations are super, super beneficial. They're what keep me through my day. Like, I don't even, it's to the point now where I have so many affirmations that I don't even, like, I really go throughout the day and just say nothing but affirmations to myself. Every time I have a second of quiet time in my mind, it's something positive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So affirmations are just statements or sentences that you go through or that you say to yourself out loud or, you know, on the inside, such as, I am abundant, I am beautiful, I am enough, I am happy, I live in a place full of peace, joy, and love, and I am vibrationally aligned with wealth and prosperity, and I know that all the struggles I'm going to are just lessons that'll get me to where I'm meant to be. You know, just things that you build yourself up on. But they're really just words that are so, so powerful. Like, the more that you say those affirmations every day, the more that they really come to light. That's law of attraction. And I will be doing a video about law of attraction really soon. So I want you guys to look out for that. Law of attraction, it can really make you see things in a whole different light. Affirmations, aromatherapy can raise your vibrations. If you need, you know, some good energy in the house, or just if you need to refresh the energy in the house, something like eucalyptus or lemon. If you just take a couple of essential oil drops and put them into, I don't know, they have all different kind of gadgets and stuff that you put aromatherapy in. That you put oils in. But if you have your house smelling like lemon, then you just imagine walking into a house full of trash. You're gonna walk in and smell that trash. How is that gonna make you feel on the inside? You're automatically gonna contract a little bit, right? But lemon is like, it makes you breathe. It makes you, like eucalyptus and spearmint, they make it cleanses, you know what I'm saying? It cleanses your spirit, it cleanses your mind, it cleanses, you know what I'm saying, your life. Eventually. Aromatherapy is important. Smudging is important. That's when you grab sage or Palo Santo or just any kind of herbs that you just, you know, you burn throughout the house. You have it clearing, like sage is good for clearing the energy, any negative vibes or anything in the house that you can feel. Or like I say, you just had an argument in the house. If you go sage and keep a door open and you just let that air and that energy just wave right out, you'll be good. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like a whole new start. Palo Santo is good for calming the energy, so if you feel like it's tense or something like that, if you just like the Palo Santo, go around the house, you know, it's gonna make you feel a lot better. So that's important. Crystals are something that I found is really helpful. A lot of people are iffy about crystals. Crystals are stones that absorb or that hold certain energies that help you get through the energies where you're lacking. So that's a rose quartz. A rose quartz is a pink stone, but it has energies of love and light and peace, and just it has a vibrational energy of love. So if you feel like you're lacking in that area, that's when you go grab your rose quartz, keep it in your pocket all day, and it's like an aid that'll help you. It's not a miracle worker. Like, you're not gonna put rose quartz in your pocket and you're gonna like just get married by the end of the day because you just found love. Like, love is just like here for you now. You do have to. It's there to help. It's there as an aid to bounce that energy back off of you. So now you have a little bit more to go off of. Emotional things that raise your emotional vibrations would be like laughing, gratitude. Like every day, if you think of 3 things that you're grateful for, you'll see that day after day you become more positive. You become so thankful for all that you have. It's just like, how can I possibly think of something? Hi, Mom. How can I possibly think of something negative when I have so much to be grateful for? So if you just keep that in mind, then you'll have a lot less issues. Deep breathing helps. I always tell people, like, if you're feeling a little anxious, just inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 6 to 8 seconds, because that alone will make you feel more balanced and more relaxed. So yeah, that'll raise your vibrations. Singing, dancing, music, all that stuff will raise your vibrations. Of course, you want to listen to something more on the positive spectrum. But then again, everybody's different, so it's really just whatever feels good for your soul. Helping others, if you want to go volunteer or something like that, that's going to raise your vibrational energy, because that's creating happiness and positivity and optimism into other people's lives, which will automatically return it to you. It's going to give you a equal and opposite reaction. So yeah, that's going to help a lot. Doing something you're passionate about, like me per se, yoga helps me raise my vibrational energy. Dancing helps me. Helping people, all these things are my passion. So it's kind of that alone, and things that you're passionate about. If you're interested in, like, I don't know, fixing shit, like if you want to go to your neighbor's house, hey, you need me to, mow your lawn, or just anything that you need help with. Or if you're passionate about writing, right? If you're passionate about being an artist and singing, go write a song, go think of a melody, go just do something that, I'm going to keep saying it, but keep doing something that's good for your soul. Write down your fears and burn them. Write down the things that you're scared of happening. Like for me, I noticed that I can be a perfectionist, so change or something going wrong at like the last minute for me will have me frazzled and stressed. So if I just write down, I would write down, like procrastination is a big thing for me. Like what else? If you have a fear of being hurt, or if you have a fear of looking stupid, or if you have a fear of being broke or anything like that, just burn all those fears. Or just write them down on a piece of paper and just light them and just let it release, let go. And once you realize that the symbolizing of you burning that paper is the same as you burning those concerns and fears and self-limiting beliefs, then you know that you no longer have them. So now you have that space that you took those fears from, and now you can fill it with things that make you feel better. As far as physical ways to raise your vibrations, reading, nature walks are important, because you're getting all that fresh oxygen in. Like when I take Indica for a walk, I tend to do 5 deep breaths at some point, just to get all of that old still energy out and letting all that fresh oxygen in. Going back to music, a lot of fruits, vegetables are good. It's 30 minutes. Sheesh. A lot of talking. Fruits and veggies are good, because those foods are alive. So when you're eating things that are active, you become active. If you eat things that are processed, you become processed. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, clean the house, get rid of all the clutter in your house, things like that. Mentally, just being around like-minded people, or being around people who you want to think like. If you found yourself in a rut or in a state of depression, it's always good to find people who are supportive and who are optimistic and who see the world in such a perspective where they know that, you know, things are going to end. There's always going to be a way out of something that's not making you happy. Then be around those people. Just be around friends who really care about you and who are there for you, and that's automatically going to raise your vibes too, because vibes are contagious. Like, you can tell when somebody's having a bad day because their vibes are off. Their vibes are, they're giving you energy where it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk to them. Maybe they need a second. Those are people that, you know, you probably don't want to be around, but you do want to be around people who are always looking on the bright side. Social media reset or a TV reset. So basically just cutting out social media if you need to. Like, I made it so my social media is full of inspiring things and inspiring people and motivation. But if you have, like, I be hearing people be saying the utmost, like, nonsense, like the craziest shit on social media, and it's like, why? Like, why are you putting yourself in a group of people who, like, don't even care about themselves or aren't even happy for themselves? Like, why surround yourself with people like that? So if you need to take 24 hours off of social media, or if you need to turn off your TV and go just do something else or do something that you're passionate about, do it. Taking a nap, if you need a quick way to escape, if you need like a quick, like, just a quick breather, go take a 10-15 minute nap, or take a 2-hour nap if you have to. Like, everybody's different. And another thing is just talking. Keeping your feelings and your emotions to yourself, it's contracting you. It's keeping you cramped. It's keeping you stuck like this. But the more you talk, the more open you become, the more you are okay, and the more you can accept your actual life for what it is. Because I noticed that speaking out loud and saying the things that you feel out loud are a lot different than just thinking them, because now you're putting it into the physical world. Now you're actually, like, making moves off of your thoughts and stuff like that. So once you learn your own vibrational energy and become more aware of what that is, and the more that you just pay attention to how things make you feel, and, you know, what makes you feel glad, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel sad. Once you go through that soul searching, that's when you find yourself. And, like, that's going back to the very beginning of this video, what I was talking about. You know, if you're going from the inside out, that's an act of liberation. But if you're going from your root chakra, if you're going from your crown chakra to your root chakra, that's manifestation, that's soul searching, that's becoming all that you really truly want to be. So once you raise your vibrations to a state where you are happy and enlightened, and you just feel spiritual, and you feel open, and you feel ready to receive all that's coming your way, things start to change in life. So, like, a loss of fear tends to happen. You become more adaptable in all your situations and events. You're able to, you know, accept change for what it is and know how to maneuver yourself around that. You start to realize that you can actually create your own reality. And that goes back to the law of attraction. And basically that's just saying that you attract the things that you feel. You attract the things that you want or don't want. It's all about what you focus on. You start to want to help others, you know, raise their vibrational energy as well. Abundance starts to come in your way. You get a deeper understanding of life. It's just like you literally open up, literally wake up when you start to raise your vibrations. So, yeah, man. Like, it's super important. It's super, super important to raise your vibrations, because, one, going back to what I was saying, vibrational energy is contagious, and people can feel that. So if you have a passion of working with other people, but your vibrations are low, you're not attracting anybody but people who are on the same vibrational energy as you. If you want to succeed, or if you want to have your own businesses and things like that, you have to surround yourself with energy and vibrational frequencies that match that. Right, mamas? I hope I helped you guys a lot. I did a lot of talking. This video is mad long. I'm definitely gonna have to cut this down. But yeah, to sum it up, just do what feels good for you. Just do what feels good for your soul, man. Like, if traveling the world feels good for your soul, then do it. If having 10 cats makes your soul burn with the utmost fire, do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about being aware and living in the present moment and really learning what doesn't alter your perspective and what doesn't alter your happiness. And when things do start to alter your happiness, you have hundreds of ways to get back to yourself. This is my first video on something like this, something so particular. So I am not a professional. I'm not a professional yet. I will be. I'm going to be. So if there are some things that I said that you want to add, or maybe, you know, not debate, but, you know, just help me understand as well, because I am a student as well. So if you heard something that I may have not said right or anything like that, please feel free to, you know, just let me know, because I want to be able to help as many people as possible. And I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be wealthy. At the end of the day, it's really just your mindset. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. I hope everybody has a great day, and love, light, namaste.